In order to submit sample into automation queue, we need to sign in using our Nomad username and password. Then click on Book New Job button in the top menu. Select an instrument that we want to use and then select number of slots that we want to book. Nomad reserves holder numbers for us to use. We could possibly repeat the process and book additional holders on different instrument. Then we select solvent from the drop-down list. Enter the sample title. Then we select an experiment for the drop-down list. We can schedule another experiment for the sample by clicking on the plus button, which adds experiment field into the form. The experiments in the list are sorted by usage frequency. We can search options in the list by typing in the field. Selected parameters for each experiment can be customized using a form that opens after clicking on Edit button. We can, for example, change number of scans. Experimental time for each experiment and holder is estimated. If total experimental time of all samples that user have in the queue exceeds the day allowance, the sample will be scheduled into the night queue, which is indicated by amber color of the total experimental time. Now we proceed with filling the form for the second sample. Here we select a long experiment that would be scheduled into the night queue. We also change number of scans, which results in the estimated experimental time exceeding night allowance, which is indicated by red color of total experimental time. Since the form contains such an entry, an attempt to submit the form gets rejected. We can also reduce number of scans. Then the total experimental time for our second holder is less than the day allowance and the experiment would be scheduled into the day queue. That is indicated by green color of the total experimental time. If we change mind and don't want to proceed with submitting of a sample, we can click on the Cancel button and remove the sample entry from the form. To proceed with submitting the samples, we need to click on the Continue button underneath of the form. After this, we get redirected to dashboard and logged out. Now we need to put the sample into the auto sampler of instrument and holder with number assigned to us by Nomad. Once our booking has been processed, our sample entry appears among the pending experiments. The list of pending experiments can be opened by clicking on the yellow button in the top menu. There we can select our experiment, click on Submit button and confirm submission by entering our password. Once the submission is processed, our sample appears in the queue with submitted status. The moon and stars icon indicates that our sample was scheduled for the night queue.